How do I learn? That was the main question I thought of this week. And as I thought about it, I thought about my personal life and how throughout all of my life, I've struggled to know how am I actually learning the information. Even now in college, I try to figure out how am I learning all of this information in my foundation classes and my major and minor classes. How am I retaining it? As I thought more about the question, three additional questions did appear, and I put those as how can I incorporate all types of learning, such as visuals, writing, speaking, listening, etc., without overwhelming the students with a lot of change? Does learning come from action or does it come from study? And last, can I train myself to learn with different methods? Or do I learn with whatever seems to click? As I thought more about this, the main question that I decided to focus on was number 2, does learning come from action or does it come from study? This week as I talked with Kate, she had some great insights. She talked to me about subconscious and conscious learning. Subconscious learning is when we learn something without really realizing it. For example, a missionary that goes to a foreign country and learns a new language. Yes, they learn a new language in the MTC and are required to study it day to day on a day-to-day basis. However, the most part of their actual learning is being involved in the culture, talking to new people every day on the street, teaching lessons and listening to the answers of those in return, or even a foreign companion. There's a moment where it all clicks and the missionary seems to know the language perfectly, or as perfect as they need it to be, and they don't realize, how did this happen? I didn't always study, I only had so much time, but it's because throughout their whole mission, they were subconsciously learning new things, how the people speak, and that grammar formation. On the other hand, a conscious learning would be as if you were to take a grammar class now. You know you need to learn the grammar, you know there's certain rules, and you're putting yourself in a situation where you have to learn it. And conscious learning, you're obviously aware that you're trying to learn the information, which makes it harder to stick. Subconscious learning is something that can be like a movie or music, a game, even like Jeopardy games that we do for review sessions. It becomes less of a study as it is fun and entertaining and so forth. This really clicked in my brain as I thought about the wide awakeness. Wide awakeness is not going through the motions. Rather, it is accepting every day as a new opportunity and doing something more. If we go through the motions, we're just not going to want to learn, which makes it difficult to learn, and we're trying to consciously learn. However, if we go through each day and accept it as it is, it's going to be a lot more entertaining and more fun. Also in Doctrine and Covenants, section 88, 118, it does mention that we need to seek learning even by study, which to me seemed a little contrary to what I was learning. If we should do more action than study, how does this work together? Well, it does say even by study and also by faith, if faith is action. So study with faith, which is action, actually helps us learn more. And without faith, study just becomes words and something on a paper that we apply. In my opinion, I think action becomes something more reasonable to learn and help you learn than just studying something on a piece of paper, because action puts it into practice and makes it something that sticks.